Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about the brand new Steven Spielberg movie, West Side Story. Now, this is the 2021 remake of the classic from the 70s. Now, I was actually pretty excited for this one. I saw the cast list, looked really good. I listened to some of the soundtrack before and it sounded really well. And yeah, I checked this movie out and it was amazing. Like, this accomplishment in filmmaking is spot on, and I love this movie a lot. And honestly, like, this is definitely one of my favorites of the year, I would say. And I got a 2021 movie got a list coming out in a few days now. It's gonna be a huge video. I'm going through all the movies I saw this year and ranking them. But today I'm gonna talk about West Side Story, and yeah, here we go. So West Side Story is pretty much the story of Romeo and Juliet, but set in the late 50s. And it talks about the greasers / they're called the Jets. And they're against this rival group called the Sharks, which are Latinos and all that. And pretty much they have warfare over turf, and it's actually pretty cool. And I like the setting of this movie, and it's a musical. So yeah, and we got a great cast. Elgort, from Baby Driver, which is a very good movie, and newcomer Rachel Zegler, who is supposed to play Snow White in the new Disney remake, and she's even in the new Shazam movie. Some other characters like Ariana DeBose from she was in Hamilton. She was one of the main background dancers. Also, Mike Faced as Riff, which is the main leader of the Jets, and David Alvarez as Bernardo. Now, the performances in this movie range from amazing to, like, pretty good. I really love Tony, and Ansel Elgort's performance is just spot on. Mike Face's Riff is just great also. He's probably one of my favorite characters. Anita is pretty good. Ariana DeBose is a great actress to portray her. Her musical numbers are also great. Alvarez as Bernardo, he was one of the standouts. But the main focus, I want to say, is Rachel Zegler. As a newcomer, this is her first big movie. I think this is actually her debut. And for a debut, it's amazing. Like, her singing voice is great. Her acting is amazing. Her performance is just one of the best of the year, I would say. Maybe top 10. But I just love the cast and the characters of this movie. Yeah, so pretty much it's a musical it's pretty much Romeo and Juliet. And there are a lot of interesting parts of this movie. And especially with the build up to the final showdown, or the final battle between the Sharks and the Jets. And it's crazy because this movie deals with a lot of discrimination against Latinos in the late 50s, and the way that they present this movie as a laid-back, kind of classy-ish, like, kind of slick movie, is just great. The directing from Steven Spielberg, which is a phenomenal directing choice. He's just amazing at what he does, and this is one of my favorite movies of his. And the music is just spot on. Some of my favorite songs are probably Jet Song, Tonight, America, just like some of the best. Dear Officer Krupke, that's a really good one. I really like that scene. Also, we got other songs like I Feel Pretty, that's a good one. There's a lot of pretty interesting musical numbers, and that's probably why I like the song so much, because they go with the musical number, and that's why I love this movie so much. The directive flair, the music, the scenes with the music, it just all flows together so cohesively, and it's just really great that way. So anyway, we're gonna get into spoilers here, so click to that time if you want to avoid spoilers. And yeah, here we go. So as if you've seen the original, or you know what the story pretty much goes as, Tony dies in the end. He gets lit up by this guy who was trusted at the beginning. His name is Chino, or Chincho, whatever, and he's like presented in the beginning. He takes Maria out to the big dance at the gym or whatever, and he's a very shy and kind of nervous guy, but he likes to have his fun. Now, later in the movie, after Riff and Bernardo are both killed at the same time after the Rumble, or during the Rumble, he grabs the gun from Riff. Riff bought a gun, and he grabs the gun and he tries to hunt down Tony because he hears that Maria's dead. Now, this is crazy because she's not dead. She just was, like, held at work or whatever. Now, he goes to find Tony because he thinks Tony killed her, when in reality, no, because she was still alive. Now, Chino, he hunts down Tony. At the very end, he shoots him a lot. Now, it's very emotional because they do it in a pace that, like, feels like you knew it was going to happen. And I kind of saw that coming, right as he grabbed the gun. But I had never seen the original. I've just known, like, what the whole story was about. But when he got shot and Maria's eyes were just dead on the inside, it was just really sad. And the movie just ends like that. It's just a really sad and very emotional ending for this pretty uplifting kind of movie. There are a lot of sad stuff in this movie, but this is definitely one of the saddest parts of, probably the saddest part of the whole movie. Besides that, we pretty much have this, like, heartfelt and beautiful movie with some great cinematography, dancing, and music numbers. Now, I really like the direction that Spielberg took with this approach and this concept. And the cast is great, the background characters are fun, and just everything about this movie really clicks for me. I really love Tony and Maria's, like, forbidden relationship, and that's probably why this movie boosts its, like, rating for me, because I really love their chemistry and how Tony is so eager to get with Maria, even though Bernardo wants to, like, kill all the Jets or whatever. And the Jets are a pretty crazy group, honestly. Like, they get into so much trouble. They always fight with the Puerto Ricans, and they're just, like, tough and all that. And the Puerto Ricans, they're just trying to make a living in New York. So, honestly, like, I just love the setting, the characters, the cast. Everything about this movie is just great. One thing I do have a problem with was that there was some plot holes a little bit, and some of the musical numbers aren't the greatest. And the movie did run pretty long, but that's usual because the original is pretty lengthy. But I think they could have, like, sped it up a little bit, and there was some slower emotional scenes that I feel like weren't entirely earned. But overall, I still had a great time with this adaptation of this phenomenal musical. And I just really want people to watch this movie more because it is beautiful, it is amazing, and it's great. So I am feeling a strong 10, honestly. I'm going to give this movie a 10. I think it's just that good. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Watch this movie. It's amazing.